Welcome back to Afternoon Live. This Saturday is National Best Friends Day, and our next guests have been BFFs since the first grade. They are part of the country duo Heartlyn Rae and their podcast, Excuse My Friend. We welcome Julia Frys and Alexis Driscoll. Thanks for joining us, ladies.
Hi, thanks so much for having us. We're pumped to be here.
Besties since the first grade, so at about 7 years old, you guys have accomplished a lot already. What were your dreams as little girls when you first became friends?
Gosh, well, first of all, thank you for saying that. I think something that really brought us together was our common goal of performing. We did community theater as kids and grew up in the theater world, and we both have a passion for singing. So we got put into a girls' country group. There was 3 of us. We did that for a few years.
I also really think that we're living like what we wanted to do, for sure.
Yeah,
we love like entertaining and singing and being on the internet and being crazy and showing our lives, and we really have been doing that, so it's been really cool.
It took a while for us to get here, but yeah, our passion of performing and singing, you know, transitioned into creating content online and performing online, and it's brought us to where we are. It's wild seeing these old pictures too.
We live together, we do everything together.
That's pretty impressive that you've maintained the friendship. How do you maintain the friendship living and working together? Being together all the time, it's not easy for friends.
Honestly, communication. That is like the biggest thing that I could ever say is like, you have to overly communicate. Sometimes I'm like, Julia, we have to really talk this out. And she's like, why?
Yeah, and I don't know if we already mentioned this, we're so different. She's an extrovert, I'm an introvert. I'm not a big communicator. So that's something we've had to like really learn throughout the years. And we have our moments, you know. We moved out to LA a couple years ago, and we've had some hard moments, but we had our first therapy session together a couple weeks ago. So I think it's communication and compromise. If you want to live with your friend or live with someone, a lot of compromises.
There you go. I like that, though, that you're investing in the friendship. You have a conflict. You get a third-party observer to maybe kind of get the minds to meet in the middle. So take me back to the musical performance part of it, because you guys were performing together. It's all kind of evolved so much, but how much of your time was spent kind of working on the music aspect?
Oh my gosh. So that was like our baby, our passion.
Our lives.
Yeah, we did community theater like she said, and then we got put into a girls group, and we just opened up for some of the coolest, biggest acts you could think of in country music.
Clint Black, Dustin Lynch, and we moved out to Nashville together, and did the songwriting thing out there and performed out there.
And then singer, the music video. That was what.
And we had a band. We did the gigs and everything. And then when the pandemic hit, there was no opportunities and nothing to do. So we were just like, let's find a different way to like show our talents and outlet our personalities. And so we got on social media, and that started taking off for us, and so that's kind of the path we're on now.
You've had multiple careers already at such a young age, so tell me about the content creation of it all. How do you balance that? It's not easy to put things out constantly and maintain such a large following like you guys have.
I think that's the hardest part, is like everyone's like, you know, it's so easy. I'm like, oh, but you have to think of the concept. You have to be authentic. You have to edit. I think that's like a huge thing. And what's funny is like, even from when I was like little, I used to have us make videos together, and I'd be like,
I hated it back then, by the way. I was like, I just want to sing. Why are we making these silly videos?
And I love to like edit and put things together. And then now all of a sudden here we are, and I'm totally using that skill now. So that's been really cool.
And music artists and comedians, people from all forms of the entertainment industry, they all have to make content, to your point that it's a really part of staying relevant now. So you guys kind of had some early practice at it.
Yeah, and I think it's important to be multifaceted with it. You know, you can be a dancer, singer, actress, but I think it's important to kind of evolve with the times. And like I said, I wasn't into social media at first. I was like, what is this? But now I'm so thankful because it's gotten us to where we are. And like it's like your online portfolio essentially now. You know, everyone's on TikTok and, you know, all the apps watching short form video and long form video. And so it's been really cool just showcasing our personalities. You know,
like vulnerable. That's like so important and authentic.
Kind of hard too, bridging that gap from like being so performative to being vulnerable and showing our kookiest moments to our podcast, where we really get into the nitty gritty. And I think it's also helped us grow as people too, to really share that with everyone.
What do you guys see for the future? Because right now TikTok is such a big deal. I should mention you guys have more than 6 million followers on TikTok, tons of eyeballs watching your content every day. But what do you think is kind of the next phase for you? How do you see that evolving, and with your friendship as well?
I think For at least for me, I think both of us, like it's showcasing our friendship even more. You know, a lot of people comment and they're like, "You guys are like Paris and Nikki." You know, there was like a show,
Oh, the Simple Life.
Simple
Yeah.
Life.
So
You guys are so
I
young.
would love,
I know my sister used to love watching that. So
I would love to showcase
so
that.
cool show because there's
Yeah.
moments where really things just happen, and we're like, I wish we had a camera crew because some of that you can't reenact, you know. So I think we love to take it further and go on like a podcast tour and just keep sharing our friendship and show that like you can have a solid friendship and be a cute girl and be silly and be yourself. And I think just
Agreed.
the authenticity and just being wild and being out there.
Yeah.
I got to ask you really quick about the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie premiere. Oh my gosh, was that like the highlight of your life?
Oh my gosh! Now that
was a blast.
incredible. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
she was there, and it's so funny because we were wearing blue and she was wearing blue. We're like, great minds think alike. But yeah, we saw Taylor from afar. She's so nice. She actually in the theater. It was a big movie theater, and there was different audiences and screenings of the premiere. She went into every theater and made an announcement. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and it was. I get the goosebumps. It's so amazing that she takes the time to go in and acknowledge and thank everyone. And
it's important.
It was incredible. It was a really cool experience.
You
Yeah,
breathe
which is
the
cool.
same
Like
oxygen as Taylor Swift.
yeah. That's a flex
It out there.
Oh, I love that for you guys. It was so fun chatting with you. Thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck in all your adventures in the future.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course, we'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.